Hola and bienvenidos. Welcome to my channel. Yes, as you can see, I am sitting on the floor. Why? Well, I'm going to be working on my Aero farm, one of them. Um, I'm trying to think about what's going to go out, what's not. When you take your things, or when I should say, take things out of my Aero farm, I generally before I do that, I put a fan on them so they can get used to that breeze. So that's what I've been doing, and it's time. But there's some things going on. I'm not quite sure what it is. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you what it is that's going on. Okay? So this is one of the units. This is going out. These are the peas. And I started getting some little fun things to go on here. Let me show you what else I got to go on it. Well, I'll show you when I finish. These are the peas. Look back here. This is going to go out. Uh, this is going to go out. So what I like to typically do is I typically like to start things indoors in the Aero farm or the Aero garden and then take it out. And so that is why I have things in here like the peas, the chum soy, the rutabaga that needs to go out. I find that it germinates faster, and so I like to start it in here. It just works better for me. But I have some things that aren't going on, and I'm not quite sure why. And if you know or you're aware once I show you, put it in the comment down below because I don't know everything. So let me show you. So as nice as everything looks here, what's going on with this? Why is that shriveled up? Like, I don't understand. It's in the pod. This one as well. I think maybe I should have harvested this sooner and that could be it. But even look at the leaves as if it was nutrient deficient. That's the only thing I could think of. And yet everything else looks really, really good. I don't know. I don't know. So I need to, I want to leave it, but I'm kind of skeptical. The reason why I'm skeptical is because a few, not the set before this, but the time before that, when I had my, what did I have in here? I can't remember, guys. It may have been some oregano and some other things. But anyway, I got aphids. So I had to break down this whole system, thoroughly clean it, get behind there, get underneath there, make sure everything was good. And then I redid every pod, threw away everything that was disposable. You know, the sponges, the labels, baskets. I just didn't want to deal with it if a few got on there, whatever. But you have to regularly take care of it. And so I don't know what it could be. So when I don't know, I typically want to get rid of everything because I'm afraid of it spreading from one plant to another. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that plant out. Take it out. It's right here. Right here. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. You are. Yeah, it's in this pod right here. But then look at that. So dry it fell off. And then right next to it, or two down, is this one that has the yellowing leaves. So I'm thinking, no, I'm not thinking, I'm going to take those two out today, and the rest of these are going to go outside. This is just my little plant that I have sitting on my kitchen counter, but I put it over here from time to time to get this glorious light. So yeah, so that's one of the things I'm going to do today. One thing I did want to show you is that, you know, I always had the idea that I would go foraging, and I was trying to figure out where would I go foraging. My local park. I do live in an area that was once a forest, not too far from here. Was once a forest, and so I thought about going in there and foraging, you know, just finding out what is this, what is that, and then coming home and doing some research. Well, let me tell you, I got a chance, an opportunity to forage in my own front yard. So I was looking at some wild flowers that had grown up, and they were very pretty at the time. And then I decided, you know what, I need to get rid of them because they had started to look very ugly to me. So they had nice white flowers, and then the flowers got dingy. So I found out that it was something called hemp vine, which is an herb, and it does have beneficial properties. So I'm going to show you that now. I'm going to actually pull it up because it doesn't look good. I'll tell you why when we get there. All right, so here we are right here. This is it. See, the flowers were white like this. They look very pretty. And then they started getting like this. Now, if you look closely, these actually blow away. And this becomes very evasive. And when I did the research on it, that's what it said, that it becomes very evasive. So look at all of this. That is this whole thing that has come over here, and this. Look at this. It's all up here. So if I'm not careful, it's going to be all over the front, everywhere. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and dig all of that up and get rid of that. And hopefully it will not spread so far that I won't be able to control it, because it is evasive, but it does have its good properties. So hopefully it will come back next year. I would prefer it be in the backyard in certain areas, because one of the things it does is it likes water. So if you have an area like I do where my land slopes, and if it's a heavy rain or a storm, the water will pool. This hemp vine will help with that problem. In any event, I'm going to get my gloves and I'm going to pull it up. All right, like I said, this is very viney. It is a vine. But when the flowers bloom, initially it's very, very pretty. But then when the flowers start to die, not as pretty. Not as pretty. And it is invasive, so it takes over. So now look, I have this down here. It just choked that out. Choked it right out. Look, I had this here that choked that out. So I really should have been on it, but I just thought it was so pretty. I guess I kind of forgot I had that back here, and it just choked it out. So no more, no more. I will have to be a little more aggressive, because weeds are aggressive, and so I've got to stay on top of it. And now that I've learned that this is very evasive, I know that I've got to be on it. So it's just gotten around everything. And these little particles, which I guess are seeds, are flying everywhere as I cut this down. And this will also look so much better. Look at that. Look at that. Oh. Let me get on this side. Okay. So I don't know if you can see it, but I want y'all to see just how much it is flying. So let me bring y'all closer. Okay, look. So every time as I pull it, You see the seeds flying? See them? Those little white things? Every time I move it, they're all over the place. All over the place. But anyway, let me get to it and get it done. Look at how much better that is. Now you can really see the flowers. And also you can see some of my baby trees. I call them baby trees. I cut them down for the fall. Grapes, figs, and that's elderberry right there. That's a grape, blueberry back there. That's a fig, and that's a fig. That says blueberry, but there's nothing in that one. So much better. So much better. Got rid of that evasive. Look, I got a little bit back there I gotta get. But yeah, overall, looks really good. I tell you, there's always something to do in the garden. Okay, so as promised, here are the little ornaments that I talked about. Mr. Turtle, I think he's super cute. Look at the ladybug on her leaf. I think it's so appropriate. I see the dragonfly. Really cute. Let me turn it around for you guys. Look at that. Then we got Mr. Frog, little baby frog, and the panda. He doesn't have eyes or a nose, but that's Mr. Panda. And my favorite, the giraffe, and a little bush. So yeah, I just thought it would be cute to put on my Aero farms and Aero gardens when they are not producing, or if they've just produced a little bit. Just gives them a little character, something fun to do.